The Quest for the Right Hand. A Tale of Self-Realization. In a quaint village in South India, nestled between lush green paddy fields and the gentle flow of the Godavari River, lived a wise and jovial old sage named Raghavan. Known for his wit and wisdom, Raghavan was a beloved figure among the villagers. He often shared profound teachings through simple stories, always peppered with humor to make the lessons memorable. One day, a young and eager disciple named Hari approached Raghavan with a burning question that had been bothering him for months. "Guruji," Hari began, "I have been on this spiritual journey for so long, yet I still struggle with the fundamental question, who am I?" Raghavan chuckled softly, his eyes twinkling with amusement. "Hari, my boy, come sit by me under this banyan tree. Let me tell you a story." Hari sat down, his eyes fixed on the sage, eager to absorb every word. "There was once a man named Karthik," Raghavan began, "who lived in a village much like ours. Karthik was a curious soul, always seeking the deeper truths of life. One day, while having his morning coffee at the local tea stall, he overheard a conversation about the ultimate goal of spirituality being the question, who am I? This reminded him of the teachings of the great sage Ramana Maharshi, who advised seekers to ask this very question to achieve self-realization. Karthik was intrigued. He decided that he would not rest until he found the answer. He approached the village blacksmith, who was known for his wisdom. "Master Blacksmith," Karthik said, "I have a question, who am I?" The blacksmith, busy forging a new plow, looked up and replied, "Karthik, you are the son of Ramaya and the husband of Lakshmi. You are the man who always buys the freshest vegetables at the market." Karthik shook his head. No, I seek a deeper answer." The blacksmith laughed and sent him to the village weaver, who was known for her deep reflections while working on her loom. Karthik approached the weaver with the same question. She paused, looked at the intricate patterns she was weaving and said, "You are a thread in the grand tapestry of life, Karthik. Each thread has its place and purpose." But Karthik was not satisfied. He wandered from person to person, asking the same question, only to receive different answers that never seemed to quench his thirst for understanding. One evening, feeling dejected, Karthik sat by the riverbank, watching the sunset. An old man, fishing nearby, noticed his troubled expression and asked what was bothering him. Karthik poured out his heart, explaining his quest and his desire to follow Ramana Maharshi's teaching. The old man, wise and serene, smiled and said, "Karthik, you remind me of someone trying to catch his right hand with his right hand." Hari, puzzled, interrupted, "Guruji, what does that mean?" Raghavan laughed heartily. "Patience, my boy. Listen on." The old man continued, "You see, Karthik, trying to catch your right hand with your right hand is impossible. It is an exercise in futility. Instead of trying to grasp it, simply realize that your right hand exists and is a part of you." Ramana Maharshi taught seekers to ask the question, "Who am I?" But he expected them to eventually realize that the question itself must be transcended. It is not about finding an answer but about dropping the question altogether and understanding your true self. "But there's more, Karthik," the old man added. "A master is one without a disciple, and a disciple is one without a master. Therefore, one is both one's own master and disciple at the same time. Unless you become your own master and your own disciple, self-realization is impossible. You must guide yourself and learn from yourself, transcending the need for external validation or answers." Karthik, finally understanding, bowed to the old man and thanked him. He returned to his village with a light heart and a peaceful mind, no longer burdened by the endless quest for an answer. He had found his peace in simply being and becoming his own master and disciple. Raghavan looked at Hari and said, "So, my dear Hari, to know oneself, one should never be entangled in the relentless questioning. Just as you don't need to catch your right hand to know it is there, you don't need to keep asking, 'Who am I?' to understand your true self. Simply be aware, live in the moment, and the realization will come naturally. And remember, you must be both your own master and your own disciple on this journey." Hari smiled, feeling a weight lift off his shoulders. Thank you, Guruji. Your story has made things much clearer. Raghavan patted Hari on the back and said with a grin, and remember, if you ever feel lost again, just look at your right hand and give it a wave. That should remind you of today's lesson. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe.